Congratulations, you
Thank
pulled the
you.
whole world to
Thank you.
Yenagoa.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
We feel good. We feel great from all the reception that we're getting from the businesses and just the general public. It's a great buzz that we have in Bielsa today. And I think the governor, in a very, very brilliant but subtle way, has communicated that Bielsa is open for business.
Why did this happen? How did it start? What motivated this?
Well, from the beginning, right? It's the beginning of this administration. I wasn't part of it. I'm a technocrat. I got called in somewhere along the line, But what was obvious was the deficit in infrastructure, both social and physical, right? A bloated economy, a bloated government, mono-income economy, mono-business environment, as the government was the only business. So there's nothing else going on. So the governor said, okay, we have all these companies, like 23 or so of them, running profits, not private sector style managed companies. They were just recording losses, and said, hey, what do? We need to knock this economy to shape. So he's a great visionary, not really, like an economist is thinking through it to say, okay, let's pull all these assets together and put them under one body and try to expand and diversify the economy out of this mono-income state that we have, which is oil and gas. But at the same time, really looking into the oil and gas and see how we can expand and make sure we leverage and explore every opportunity within that space as we expand as well. Using that as a pivot point, get more money from the oil and gas and spread to the other economies.
The problem has never been about starting off, and
Right.
it's never ever been about people coming together to think out solutions.
Right.
It's always been about stepping this down
Right.
to the lower cadre, the common man on the streets, the small investor, the
Right.
small trader, and
Right.
all of that. And I haven't seen a lot of them around here. However, I have seen big time investors around.
Right.
Do you have any strategy or any plan for later, maybe, where you're going to bring them down, domicile this to Bielsa and step it down?
Fantastic. You know what? You're just speaking our thoughts because we just did that last month. We had an SME summit right here, same location, and it was a great, humongous turnout. We saw indigenous Bielsa businesses that just needed that little bit of help to get them from just the subsistence business model to becoming profitable businesses and brands that we can grow. We have even a team of Bielsa businesses that we say is proudly Bielsa brand that we're promoting. Some of them are ready. These small businesses are selling their produce, their products in Harrods in the UK. So there's a huge effort. You heard the governor speak today about the SME fund, where we're partnering with the CBN, we're partnering with the Bank of Industry, Bank of Agriculture to build a humongous fund with the state also contributing. Bdic itself is also going to be contributing to say we want to try to find a way to subsidize your loans, encourage big business to give you loans, but at the same time try to help to incubate you. Teach you how to write business plans, how, little management skills and all of that, so that you can profitably run your own business. Another thing, the whole Land Use Act thing that is being streamlined now, that you can get your COO in 60 days, and so you can actually use your property as collateral. So it's a concerted effort. We're moving from the bottom up and we're moving from the top down.
Now, the ordinary people
Right.
will usually say, government money is our money.
Yes.
And government is standing as collateral
Yes.
for everyone
Yes.
to get something to run their small and medium scale businesses. What strategy do you think you would need to put in place to save government from losing money and yet run this scheme and help people build their businesses?
Okay, that's exactly what we're trying to run away from. And that's why we're bringing the private sector banks to come and administer. It's not the government giving you the money, it's the banks. And so you go through the proper credit vetting process. You use your land as collateral. So if you don't pay, the institution will simply take your land. So it is that process. But what we do is in terms of capacity building.
Okay.
And helping you to subsidize that loan, not necessarily give you a free grant, but helping you. So say for example, the going rate for SME is 22%, interest for your loan. And we're saying, okay, it would help you bear that burden a little bit, make it lighter and bring it down to 19%.
Okay.
It gives you that slight edge. And that 19% is not for the entire period, but just give you time to breathe and grow your business. So we're supporting, we're incubating you, teaching new skills on how to manage businesses, and we're even bringing the big business, especially the ones in Bielsa area, that as part of the corporate social responsibility to mentor these businesses. So you have a big brother holding your hand,
Okay.
you know, as you try to grow the business.
Okay. A lot of times people fight change and innovation. They don't want anything new. And this is very new, very strange, and maybe to the ordinary eye might come across as cumbersome. What major opposition have you received from the point where you started conceiving this to this point?
No, the opposition has been there all through the line. This state has been used to, it's a civil servant state, a civil service state, it's a government state. That's been the mindset. So to move people from that mindset with, okay, we have all these resources, let's share, right? So where you say you take responsibility for yourself, so that in the long run, if they move you from here and drop you any part of the world, you'll be able to fend for yourself because you have skills, you have capacity to do things for yourself. So moving away, so just give me fish or give me a net to fish myself, we want to give them those tools to fish for themselves rather than give the fish. So of course there's opposition, the lazy people, but it's a mindset. But you see, this is the second year of the government. You can start to feel the change slowly. There's been plenty of opposition, plenty of talk, but slowly, now because everybody sees we mean business. The other side of it is we're providing infrastructure that is not here.
Talking
Was not
about
here before now.
infrastructure, I heard the governor say he wants to make Bielsa the Dubai
Yes.
of Nigeria.
Yes.
And the way that I know Yenagoa presently is nearly like a one-street state capital. Where are you intending to put this Dubai?
Oh, there's so many. Do you see the new road networks? I mean, you need to go on a ride around Yenagoa. There's so many new roads, so many new bridges connecting island, Wilberforce Island, connected. There's so many bridges coming up, you know, and so many new roads. We have the first flyover. Yenagoa never had that, you know. We just have the first flyover. So the whole idea of Dubai, we're looking at just Yenagoa alone, but not to talk of seafront. We have the longest coastline of any state, 125 kilometers. White sandy beaches.
Okay, so the plan here is that we're likely to move maybe away from the Yenagoa right now to maybe a bigger place.
No, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't
or
say
we're
it's
transforming
moving. We also
communities.
want to decentralize a little bit.
Okay.
You know, the great countries and great states elsewhere have several cities that do well. We don't want to put everything in it, but we need to develop other cities that can do the same.
Fantastic.
You know, so
we're looking forward to this unlocking.
Oh yes.
And it will be my pleasure to visit the new
Please,
Dubai in
please
Bielsa.
come
Thank
back.
you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good to be here.